Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Oriel Morrison-Higgins and I'm joined today by Dr. Peter Turner, Managing Director at Pilbara Gold. Peter, welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Oriel.
Now, you've got 3 drill rigs running at the moment. You've got 2 more arriving this month. Tell us what's happening on the ground at Mount York.
Well, let's put it in perspective. In 2025, we drilled 27,000 meters of drilling at Mount York, which is now a 2.1 million ounce gold project. We see opportunity to increase those resources, Oriel, and as such, the board and management are really supporting a bigger drill program here in 2026. We've already kicked off with 3 drill rigs on site. And we anticipate drilling over 50,000 meters on this asset this year, which is the largest drill program the company has ever embarked on this asset in its history. And every time we drill, we find more gold. And we believe really strongly that the 50+ thousand meters of drilling this year is really going to raise the resource profile of this project again.
Really exciting stuff there, Peter. Now, tell us what you are expecting to find. I mean, you say every time you've been drilling, you're hitting gold. What are you expecting to find from this massive drill campaign?
Well, the drill campaign's going to address two things for us. One is we want to raise the resources of the project overall. So it's currently 2.1 million ounces, but we figure that there's more gold there to put in that resource inventory, and we'll address that as we go through the resource extension part of that drilling. The other side of the drill program is really to infill the existing resources to increase the confidence of those resources as we move this project through the development stage into the pre-feasibility. So at some point we have to say we found enough gold, we can build a standalone gold project here, and at that point we've got a study manager on board who's really going to come on and tell us how much more additional drilling we need in the resource to basically trigger that PFS study. So 2 prongs to that. One is increasing resources, and the other one is to infill the existing resources to give us higher confidence on those resources as we go through that pre-feasibility.
So I'm assuming that the survey that you've announced is part of this bigger picture.
Well, the survey we've announced is a regional survey, so we've already got critical mass on the Mount York project itself. Now we're taking a step back and looking at the district. So we're looking for more gold ounces outside of Mount York itself. And this is the beautiful thing about Mount York. The strategy has been to acquire a lot of additional ground around Mount York to begin looking for additional gold deposits that potentially are buried. This province has never been looked at for gold in any seriousness. And the survey that we announced, which is an Airborne electromagnetic survey, that will actually commence and give us a foundation data set and hopefully pinpoint additional buried gold resources that are sitting on our tenure, if you like, so we can start drilling on that regional side. So discovery is what we want. We know that discovery is good for a share price. And that's what we're doing. We're spending a little bit of money to get that foundation data set to really hopefully pinpoint the next Mount York in the district.
How quickly are investors going to hear from you on this, Peter?
Well, there's a lot of news flow across the company. We are drilling. We do anticipate results coming forward next month from the first drilling samples that have been received at the laboratory. But we've also have a study manager started, so I'm sure we're going to start hearing more about how the pre-feasibility is tracking at Mount York. And of course, there's other aspects of the business as well. And if I can just talk a little bit about this week, we did put out a flurry of announcements to the market. This week, we've also announced board and management changes for the company. And these are really important changes that set the company up now for a development scenario at Mount York. We've brought on Jeff Bowen as our study manager. Jeff comes to Pilbara Gold really not just to complete the studies, the pre-feasibility and DFS for the project, but also has the experience to take it through a construction phase and a commissioning phase. So we welcome Jeff to the management. He will be part of the senior leadership team, but we've also rearranged the board. So Rob Klug comes off the board and joins us in management, and we welcome Martin Reed. Martin Reed is a very experienced mining engineer who, again, will assist us in the whole process of developing the project through to an operating mine.
Wonderful. Well, we are going to be following your story very closely, Peter. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us today.
Thanks very much, Oriel.